tonight we cover the Restrict Act, the bill being sold to you as the Stop TikTok bill. But it doesn't say TikTok anywhere in the 54-page bill. What this is a Patriot Act 2.0 that goes a lot farther. This is going to restrict your freedoms and make it harder to transact if the government doesn't approve it. We'll go into full detail and go through the whole bill tonight at 8:30 on Mighty Meat Media. Hope to see you there. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope everyone is well. Mr. Belandris, good to see you, sir. And we have Mr. Sleazy. What's up, buddy?
Hey.
And Dazzer. Dazzer, did you see my message? Are you game? Because that would be awesome.
So the chat here is just bumping.
Oh, I know. Well, Hayden's still going, so
yeah, I got it.
we probably won't have much until he gets back. So
yeah, we'll just go over there and start stream sniping, posting comments, and be goofers, be goofy fucks. Damn it! I just said it. Sorry.
Oh, what? You said fuck?
Yeah.
Well, Big Giant Fuck Belandris is in the chat, so.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I feel less bad now.
This is my stream, remember?
Yep. I keep trying to get into that 6-minute mark, and I just can't do it.
Well, supposedly now it's like 18 seconds or some bullshit. I don't know. And I play an intro for that, so I don't have to deal with it.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, so that way I don't make any mistakes. Hang on, because I have to... I gotta figure out who's... Somebody's bot in Discord is very active in one of the 9,000 fucking Discords I'm in. And I don't know who it is, but it's driving me insane at this point.
I think, can't you just set yourself to do not disturb and it doesn't give you the notification ding?
It's not as much the notification ding, it's the thing in the lower right of my computer screen.
Oh.
Yeah. So whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll do it live. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do it live. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very interesting show for you tonight. So, sorry. No, I'm all done. For real this time. For real. I'll just try and catch it next time, because I think you can silence it directly from there.
Yeah.
How do I do that, you dick? For 7 seconds. Yeah, so I run intros, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, there we go. Catch it. There we go. Turn off all notifications. That should work.
There you go.
And then I can still get them on my phone and be totally fine. Belandris, we're good with everything, though, buddy? Just to check in.
Your temper brings dishonor to my happy Mushu palace.
This is a happy Mushu palace.
It's something, that's for sure.
It's heaven.
Total. I just don't find
so
that attractive, man. It's just way. I mean, they're too big, and the lips just really freak me out.
okay. I mean,
Some of that shit's gonna pop at some point or another, and you're just gonna have it look like a stroke victim, like with one side of your lip drooping down.
what's gonna pop? The breasticles or
The lip implants.
Okay. All right.
Because they inject shit in your lips and all that and whatnot, and at some point something's gonna pop, and like I said, you're just gonna. Dad, you're gonna have a titty pop, and then suddenly you're gonna be looking like shit. I don't know what it ugly.
What the hell? This fucker's doing Kinky Corner tonight still too? What an asshole. What an asshole.
His shtick, so
I know, but whatever. We'll do our own thing over here. We'll do our own thing. Fillers migrate. Now I gotta play the other intro. Because you said it. Now I need to hear it.
I do what I want.
Fantastic. Hello, Mystic. And Barbara.
Hey, Mystic. Barbara. How you doing?
Alright, so...
Those fillers migrate straight to your ass.
Do they? Might
Yep.
get some fillers. I thought about doing this where I just had a fucking AI reading the entire 54 pages. But I figured nobody would watch it. Nobody would watch it.
No.
Alright, so... I want to watch a news report so we can know what mainstream media is saying about it. Then Josh Hawley and Rand Paul had a disagreement on the Senate floor. That seems to be pretty good, so we'll watch that as well. And then we'll get into the actual document, which... I don't know. When every politician in Washington, D.C. is on the same page, then I tend to think that it's probably not a good idea for the people. So, and there seems to be the traditional split between conservatives and all others, liberals and that of the like, that we see in so many other things on the coverage side, on the pundit side. So, who knows? I don't think this is a good idea. Like I said in the short that I did, I think that is a 2.0 version of
The Patriot Act.
There you go. Thank you. 2.0 version of the Patriot Act. So
It's worse than the Patriot Act.
Mm-hmm. What's up, XCOMer and Glitter? Good to see you.
Hey.
So we're going to talk about this. It's probably going to get spicy. We're going to try to stay... Fuck what? We're going to try and stay on YouTube, but if we get off into the weeds and it gets a little bit too, then we might go over there. Shit, there was one more thing that I had, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, so we figured out the Rumble membership thing. The Rumble membership thing as locals, essentially. So Rumble doesn't have an independent membership. They just make it so that you can join the individuals locals. Two things. Please don't ever join my locals because I don't do shit over there. But if people start joining my locals, I'm going to have to start doing shit over there. So it's a chicken or the egg scenario. At some point, I will start doing shit over there. But yeah, if you want to, you're always welcome.
So paraphrasing, I don't want to do anything with it right now. Please don't join it. Don't make me do more work.
But if you do, I will certainly pony up and do the work. So I don't think it's that bad. I think you can only stream a half an hour a week over there. So until you get
I don't
bigger.
know.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if it gets any different now that they have other things going on too, or what the case is. But see,
Tough call, really.
kind of. Yeah, we'll kind of play it by ear, see what everyone wants to do. It is always appreciated, of course. But so let's get into the top story of the day.
Our top story.
Not really breaking news, but I wanted to avoid this topic like the plague. But all y'all wanted to know what I thought about it. No idea why. So I'll tell you what I thought about it. I think it's bullshit, and I think it's communism. All right, show over. Have a good night, everyone.
Thanks for everybody. Follow us on our social media. Check out the Discord. Links are in the description if Mighty remember to pin them. So have a great evening.
Nah, I'm just playing with you.
I was just going to see if you were going to commit to the joke or not. It's like, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
I was thinking about it, but yeah.
One of these days, we're going to commit to that joke, and you're going to do it.
I'm just going to end the fucking stream. And then I'll
All
start
right,
another
well,
one
that's
right
it,
after.
guys. Yeah.
All right, so here is a local news station. I don't know where local to, but
I see you scrolling, but you're not on screen.
shit. That's right. So don't know where it's local to, but you know, well, we'll see what mainstream media has to say about it. What are the talking points?
Proposed piece of legislation could change the way you use social media.
Although the bill aims to protect the country against national security risks, critics are concerned it could lead to government overreach. News Force Marley Tuskis.
Oh, no shit.
Details. Marley?
Don and Kelsey, the restricting the emergence of security threats that risk information and communications technology, better known as the Restrict Act, is a bipartisan bill which lawmakers say will protect us from foreign adversaries. But many are concerned it could actually impact free speech.
The world has changed. You know, we didn't have the internet, and we didn't have all this technology, you know, that we have now. So we do have to have some kind of control over it to make sure that we are protecting ourselves.
As technology evolves, Congress is trying to make sure our laws do as well. The Restrict Act would give the Department of Commerce the power to regulate technology created by 6 countries deemed to be foreign adversaries, including China, Russia, and North Korea.
Maybe your average American is used to data being collected on them, and they're, again, desensitized and don't really care about it. But in totality, all of that data, when it's in the hands of perhaps the Chinese government, which is our #1 threat, it's our #1 foreign adversary in terms of spying against us, it could be dangerous and risky.
Despite not citing TikTok by name, many are calling this the TikTok ban bill because lawmakers continue to raise concerns over the data the Chinese-owned app collects. Lawmakers who drafted this bill say it gives the Secretary of Commerce the tools to mitigate and divest up to and including banning technology that would harm the U.S. However, does not explicitly say how a ban would take effect or be enforced. Critics are concerned this gives too much power to the executive branch.
I think every nation or society deals with this. At what point do you surrender, or do you forfeit your rights to personal privacy in betterment
Never.
of what society needs and
Never.
what the overall greater needs are for the country?
There is no greater need than the individual, so fuck off.
Senator Kirsten
Exactly.
Gillibrand is among the sponsors of this bill. She says the Restrict Act will empower the Secretary of Commerce to, quote, carefully evaluate these products and ensure that they do not endanger our critical infrastructure or undermine our democratic processes. In the studio, Marley
Bullshit.
Tuskus, News 4.
Epidemic Sound provides you.
All right, so all bullshit, right?
Giant load of horse shit.
Protect me harder, Daddy. Protect me harder. Daddy government. Well, foreign, well, any. Rumble is foreign. Absolutely. 100%. And not like U.S. companies don't sell our information. Absolutely they do. It is so heavily traded that it's insane. We are the product. We are the product. If it's free, it means you're the product. So it's one of those things. So do I think TikTok is a plague on humanity? Absolutely. 100%.
Yep.
Do I think that any child or hell, even adult for that matter, should have TikTok on any device? Not a chance. Should it be banned? No way in hell. Because that's your freedom and your right. And we don't need the government stepping in. Hey, Alex. Sorry, did you have something?
I was going to say, I mean, now if private citizens wanted to go ahead and do something to ban it, fine. I'm all for that. Just don't give that power to the government.
I don't even want it banned. Like, I'm not a fan of all these bannings. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude, I fucking hate TikTok. I'm okay with it being banned, but not like this.
You hate TikTok, but
I know.
like, slippery meat slope.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where, yeah, I don't think the government should ever ban anything. Jail time just for using TikTok. Yep. Click the VPN button on your Firefox. You're a felon now.
That's utter bullshit, man. That's ridiculous.
Well, we'll get into the Restrict Act a little bit deeper, and we'll go through some of these things. I want to watch. Obviously, the news media is going to spin it how they want to spin it, and it's going to be whatever gets them clicks and joy, and not what matters to the people. So let's get into this. Was apparently a very heated Senate floor clash that was a couple days ago when they were debating the bill. No, they won't stop TikTok. They won't stop any. I mean, it's like, what the hell are you going to do? And yeah, the internet may have not been something that was in the picture when we were contemplating the existence of the country, but personal freedoms were, and it doesn't matter which medium those travel through, they're still personal freedoms. So, all right, let's watch Mr. Hawley and Mr. Rand Paul.
Senator from Missouri.
Madam President, let me just finish with this, that Senator from Kentucky decried the collection of personal data by American social media companies, and he's right to do that, by the way. I'm concerned about that too, no doubt. But he pointed out that many American social media companies collect all of this information, that they do it without the user's consent. Sometimes they sell it to third parties for a profit, and you can't necessarily opt out of it. All fair enough. But he is protecting exactly what he decries. The difference is with TikTok, that information is going to a hostile foreign government. It's not a market, it's total control. So I would just say this to Americans out there who are using TikTok. Just know this. We need to tell you the truth about this app. Just know this. If you have it on your phone, it is tracking your keystrokes. It is tracking your movements. It is tracking your location. And it is sending that information, whether you want it sent or not, to Beijing, to the Communist Chinese Party, where it can be accessed by anybody there who wants it under China's national security laws. That is a threat to your personal security, and that is why we should act to ban it. Let me just finally ask Senator from Kentucky, he and I talked about this before, would the senator consider allowing us to set a roll call vote, an up or down roll call vote, not unanimous consent to pass, but to set a roll call vote at a time certain? Would the senator consent to that?
Madam President,
Senator from Kentucky.
reserving the right to object. I'm unlikely to take First Amendment advice from someone who believes that the First Amendment doesn't protect the Communist Party. You'll find no greater foe of communism, no greater critic. I've been a long-standing critic of, really the funding of research in Wuhan that led to the virus. And yet I still want to protect the basic Bill of Rights, the First Amendment that protects his speech, whether we like it or not. And if someone doesn't understand that communism actually is included under the First Amendment, that terrible speech that we object to is included under that, this is something we should be very wary of. We should beware of people who peddle fear. We should beware of people who peddle half-truths. Almost everything that's been said about collecting data is in all likelihood true. All the social media companies collect data. They devise algorithms. Some of the domestic ones have psychological experiments that might horrify you to see what they've got all the young kids thinking and doing and trying to get them to click on different pictures or trying to get them. This is a marketing stratagem, and they all do it. And they all want to make money, and they all want to get clicks. The difference is this. Many people on the right, in fact, some on the left, they are horrified by big tech in our country. They're consistent in being horrified by the abuses of big tech here and also TikTok. But look at their legislative proposals. Many of them would actually ban big tech here as well, or put it under the thumb of government, or set up government agencies or panels to determine what speech would be acceptable. And if you're not putting enough conservatives on there, by golly, we're going to have a government commission that's going to determine what kind of content gets on there. These are scary ideas. Don't succumb to fear. Don't give up our freedoms. Don't say that, oh my goodness, we're going to ban 150 million Americans. This isn't just about the company. This is about the rights of 150 million Americans to get their content. You're restricting what they can do, and you're restricting what they can use, all with innuendo. Everything that's been said about, oh, this is a channel and a funnel to the government. These are all to the Chinese government. These are all conjecture. These are all things they're saying happen. As far as the sale of the company, I don't think we should force them to sell, but I do believe in a heartbeat they could be sold. They're located in the Cayman Islands. They're incorporated in the Cayman Islands, and they could be sold at any minute. I don't think we should force them to sell. The majority of the shareholders are not Chinese. The two engineers that developed it are, but to say that the algorithm has to reside in China and is in one tiny place and isn't anywhere else is a simplistic notion of the way technology works. The company has bent over backwards to work with our government to try to set up something that would be reasonable, including more government oversight. So I, for one, will say that I will continue to defend the First Amendment, and those who believe that the First Amendment doesn't protect this speech are in the wrong, and they'll find that out when the Supreme Court rules on this. I object.
Objection is heard.
Madam President, I would just say in conclusion that the security risks from TikTok led us to ban it 4 months ago for the federal government. The facts cannot be denied, which is why the TikTok CEO had nothing to say a week ago. He could not deny any of these facts. The truth will carry the day, and we will continue the fight. I yield the floor.
So, as far as Josh Hawley's concerned, I think he's on that. And what's up, Grim? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, you could do that. I saw you voted for him. Rand Paul or Josh Hawley. So, as far as Rand Paul's concerned, I understand what he's saying, and yeah, once we start banning parts of the First Amendment, then we have to start banning more and more and more, and then it gets chipped away. It's the same thing that's happened with guns. Like, you can start, and then just more and more and more gets chipped away. What's up, Jonathan? And AP? yeah, all speech is acceptable. And so the fact that they're collecting data, we could put different things. I mean, data's in electronics are always, a give and take, back and forth fight. And anybody who's in networks or data engineering or any of that shit knows that. Like, it truly is a back and forth fight. So it's something that we can certainly combat, and we can certainly put in place things to make it, I guess, a little safer and a little bit more secure. But there's never a instance where I think banning something is the appropriate measure to take. I just don't think so. I think that some things, such as, so you take it to the DQ stories. Do I think they should be banned? No. Do I completely denounce everything that's going on there? Absolutely. Do I think there should be criminal penalties for it? In certain instances, absolutely. But do I think there should be an outright ban? No, I don't think so. A lot. Rand. Yeah, I feel like Rand's a realist. Like, you're not gonna agree with him on everything, and you're not gonna hate him on everything. He is a annoyingly middle of the road person and at some points, but I also think that that's kind of what we need right now. Is annoyingly middle of the road to bring people into the GOP and wake them up, or into, please God, make a new party, but into into party.
Wrong button.
What? Oh, sorry. Did you?
I just said wrong button.
Oh, okay. So I think that this is, and I think that's hard for some people because, of course, we don't want kids. Yeah, he does go off when it really matters. Of course, we don't want kids being twerked on by drag queens at a library in a school. But banning is not the correct method. Criminal indictments could be the correct way to prescribe it. But just bans. I mean, it's already covered under certain things like sexual misconduct or insert crime here. But to just say, oh, I'm gonna ban A, B, and C, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm not okay with that. Nothing from my co-host. I guess we're moving on.
Well, I mean, it was kind of one of those I was just kind of absorbing.
Oh, you're fine. I was just joking.
Yeah. Well, here's what I think. Excuse me. Dude, when I was trying to take a drink.
Oh, you
Anyway. So, I guess you could say what my biggest takeaway from this is that as much as I absolutely despise TikTok, and I kind of, I would love to see it go bye-bye, like absolutely gone completely, just shut down overnight.
100%.
Realistically, I know that's not going to happen. And from a pro-freedom perspective, there's, like you said, there's not a banning something is not the answer in this case, but I think that there should be safeguards that are put in place, but I think you can do those safeguards in a 5-page bill that would make the guidelines very simple. You have to basically find a way to not make the system that governs the video sharing as addictive as it is, because I mean, this thing is addictive, and that's the big problem. It needs to be age restricted, there have to be steps taken to remove the addicting qualities of the content on there, like the way it's presented. And I think that there should be some serious consequences for, anybody caught doing nefarious things on the platform. And unfortunately, there's not.
Okay, so can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
One, maybe not banning, but needs to get government officials and kids off it regardless, so it needs to be changed at the minimum. Yep. Or you could parent your fucking kids and not allow a fucking app to do it. That right there we go. We have a solution. What's up, Tweety? I replaced it. Age restrictions are a start. Biggest issue is the click here to verify you're 18 or older. Yeah, I mean, so if you go to an adult website, for example, like you just click, and you're in. Doesn't matter who or what or where. Like, you just click and you're in, and that's always been so counterproductive.
Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything.
Right. You can restrict the dopamine. You can't restrict the dopamine hit they get from social media. Well, I think that's inherently an us problem, a people problem.
I think that's also because what Barbara Vance is talking about there is the way that the app is set up. It is designed to be addictive. You got these very short videos that you just keep on scrolling, or it keeps scrolling for you, and every video you just get that little hit, more. It's a drug. What they need to do is they need to basically get rid of that feature. That's my thought process on that. I mean,
okay, but now we're into well, the government can say what you can and can't do, and then it goes into the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing.
I'm not saying government should do that. I'm saying that, maybe there needs to be another solution before it can be, acceptable, I guess you could say. Honestly, you want my real world solution? Take every fucking phone and device in your house that has this damn app on it, delete the app, wipe everything, and get the hell off. And don't allow anybody to use it on there. Stop using the damn thing. If they stop using it, then eventually they're going to quit.
Yeah, but so it's like, and hi, Julia. How are you? We're all tucked into bed, and we already had story time. Awesome. So there's one of those things where, again, like, is alcohol bad for you? Can you make a case that alcohol is bad for you? Yes. Can you make a case that tobacco is bad for you? Yes. And we already see so many restrictions. So is that what you're proposing for the internet? Is that they get to tax it and tell you what you can and can't do and how you can run your app and how you, because then you're talking about seizing means of production because
Did I say the government needs to do any of that? No.
Well, that's what you're proposing. They need to make the format like
they need
longer.
to make the company need to make the format. They need to fix that, and they need to get people that actually, people like from the user base that realize exactly how fucked up this thing is to get in there and fix the goddamn thing. At no point have I ever said or stated in any terms whatsoever that the government needs to do jack fucking shit. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine.
No, the government needs to get fucked.
But you're expecting somebody else. Do you really think a private company that's making shit tons of money is going to do something that takes away from that?
No, I do not. So again, what the fuck are we doing here if there is no resolution?
Well, we're having a conversation, and that's the important part, is to have the conversation. And this conversation, Xcomer, with a Rumble rant of $50. Thanks for covering it. You're welcome, buddy. Thank you. So that's the thing. Like, so we can go in these circular arguments, but there has to be something there. Like, there has to be something. Also, Gemini's over on Rumble. Good to see you.
Hey, Gemini.
So that's one of those things where, what the hell do we do? And that's why we have conversation and talk. And yeah, it's just like okay, so casinos, and some say, oh, well, they would have to pay people out, blah, blah, blah. And I just don't buy that. If they make record profits already. The only thing that doesn't take them from screwing you over ridiculously is government regulation, and people would still fucking go when they knew they were going to lose everything. They still go knowing that they will lose everything. So you come down to, is there an immediate fix? No, and there usually isn't. But what is the fix long term? And the fix long term, I think, is that we have to start teaching our children and start taking the uncomfortable route ourselves to change our behavior and change how, I'm trying to think of the correct words for it, but we have to, it all comes down to the same bullshit. It's personal accountability. You have to have personal accountability, a personal constitution that stands up to the impulses, because it is so easy to get off track, and we could go 7 million ways with that one, but it's one of those things where, yeah, I still don't think that, one, the company's not going to regulate, and I don't think the government should have any regulation aspect of it. And I do apologize to you. Like, that was our topic. So I thought that's where you're going with it, and I apologize. Should have clarified. But why the F is weed still illegal federally? To revenue, because they can make more off from arrests. What's up, Snafu? Yeah, addiction is the business model of Coca-Cola and many others. Yeah, and that could be the thing. So the people that aren't directly profiting off of it, then put in protections, put in, be able to actually, and that's what pisses me off with apps, because you can go in and you can say, I don't accept these permissions, but then you can't even use the app. So we need stronger opt-out provisions, more education, more talking about it and bringing awareness. I think those are the keys. I don't think there's anything we can do in the short term. It all needs to be a change of mindset and a change of the way we do things. So,
there's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's just, unfortunately, my problem is that, personal accountability, people aren't even accountable in their own damn lives. How should we, believe that anybody can be accountable anywhere else?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
saying.
Has to
be no, I agree. That needs to be a bigger value, a more intrinsic value that we like to carry. And I don't know how to do that.
Religion.
Well, I was trying not to go there.
Oh no, I was gonna go there.
Not just illegal, but at some point, I've heard that social media is addictive as heroin. So, and we've seen what heroin does running through, cities and in towns across the United States and the world. So it's a tough
AP
pitch to
brings up-
crack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
AP brings up something. A solution could be to restrict access to. Oh no. No, hang on. I was going into this. So yeah, 25 being the age the brain is fully developed, though everyone develops differently. Okay, so yeah, that's true. Your brain is not fully developed until at least 25. So here's my solution, and I think this is going to sound controversial, and I don't give a fuck. So instead of having a black and white line in the sand of, adulthood being 18, we need to basically add in a secondary, I guess you could say, a timeline or a period. So from 0 to 18, let's say 0 to 18, you are the ward of your parents, and only your parents, and nobody but your parents can have any say or whatnot in your life. Period. Done. 18, you have the ability to do your work, as like to get a job, do work, or do all those other kind of things, but you are still not a fully fledged adult until 25. You are basically considered kind of like adult training wheels, I guess you could say. And then at 25 and over, you're an adult. Done. Get the fuck out. But I'm not saying keep your kids home until you're 25. Do whatever the hell you want. I'm just saying there maybe should be a second distinction, like age group, from 18 to 25. Maybe that would be something so that there's other resources available for people in that age group instead of a one-size-fits-all approach. I mean, I don't know what else to say there.
Yeah, I see where you're going with it, so I'm not going to push back real heavily on it. But I completely disagree because of my immediate and direct situation, and had I had to be under my parents' control for that long, it would have been. It could have been.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about your parents' control between 18 to 24. I'm talking about you're considered a legal adult, but like with certain restrictions and training wheels and whatnot, I guess you could say. 25, the restrictions are off, and then whatever the hell you want to do, you can do. But I'm thinking that there should be some distinction between those age groups.
And so some private companies already do that. Like, you can't rent a car, blah, blah, blah. You can go
right. That's what I'm kind of where I'm kind of getting that idea from, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I could see that, but I
mean, what other alternative is there? I mean, if we don't have some kind of, I don't know. I mean,
eugenics. Anyways, I'm going to start making cross nightlights from wood soon. Congratulations, Glorifar. I hope your business goes well. App stores are data mining too, so data extraction is part of their TOS. Of course it is. A 14-year-old knows how to circumvent age restrictions, and that's what I was talking about with pornography and websites. Yeah. Where do the people that don't pass go? Are they eliminated? Cruise ship and it sinks? Because then I'm in. 16, you can drive. Absolutely. I was already in my own place working a job with my own apartment at 16. So. Yep. And it's not. I'm not saying that one. Right. Drinking, smoking, gambling, other addictive things. Yeah, that's stupid. Okay, so we're all caught up on chats. Let's go over to the Rimbos. Poor meaty. What did I do? What? Why are you poor meating me? Oh, where's Epi's list? People haven't forgot about that, Dazzer. I'm still looking. Yeah. Beers. Yeah. Oh, is Beers in here? Because that makes a lot of sense. I don't see Beers. Oh, there he is. As long as this bill only applies to meaty, I think it should pass. Fuck you, Beers. Sorry, took me a second. Had to find it. Right. So I'll send you one. Send you one once. All right, buddy. All right. So, did you have anything else to add before we get into the bill?
No, not really. I mean, it sounds like there's not really a whole lot we can do.
Well,
just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but in reality, there's not a shit ton we can do anyways, except encourage people to, make noise and start making the changes that we talked about. Having personal accountability, doing things that are for the betterment, and we have to change it incrementally. We're not gonna. There's never gonna be we can just jump right on and do this, that, and the other thing. Like it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be incremental, and we'll never see the fruits of our labor. We have to be unselfish. So.
Yeah, I just I get really irritated, and it's really hard to articulate sometimes because it's like, we try to think up an idea or something, and it's just, it doesn't work out. It doesn't hold water because it's like 1 second, this idea sounds like it would work, but then it infringes on this. It's like, nope, that's not a good idea. We need to go back to the drawing board. Okay, what about this idea? Nope, comes in contact with this. Okay, back to the drawing board. Just gets really tiring to keep going back and forth, trying to come up with a solution to a problem that, unfortunately, and again, I hate to say this, personal accountability is dead. And I think that, I hope that it comes back around and people get off their ass and start fixing their shit, but I don't have faith in people anymore. I honestly think that the general population is basically garbage and that they're just never going to get their shit together. So, just going to be lemmings off a cliff.
Well,
sorry to blackpill, but
well, and I mean, you very well could be right. I still hold up some little degree of hope that maybe one day. But
I used to have hope, but its head was dashed against a rock a long time ago.
Did I do that?
Oh, no, that was long before you.
Oh, so I was not responsible at all.
You're just driving the stake further in at this point.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. I just didn't want to be the primary driver. Like, if I'm so... Maybe.
Wish things were that easy again. It's like, they had it easy. They could just look their problem straight down the eye, straight in the barrel of a cannon, and just, oh, that's a problem. Bam. Grape shot. Tally ho, lads.
Yeah, but does that,
hey, the problem ain't there no more than it's a problem solved.
Okay. And I think we're destined for so much more. Like, we're capable of so much more. Maybe not I don't know. Why am I being the fucking one that's white pilling and all? We can have rainbows and butterflies. That's unusual. What the fuck did you do to me, Kaiser?
I don't know. Why don't you ask what life did to me for a change? God damn it.
I asked you the other night. Brick.
You did?
Yeah.
I have
I
no
said,
memory of
you
this.
seem really tense. Is everything okay, buddy? And you told me to go fuck myself. I'm not even kidding.
I did?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What the hell is going on? I have no honest to God idea about this. I don't remember what's happening. What is happening right now? What is going on? Sorry, I did have a kind of a crappy day.
There's that chloroform. I told you it has, unintended consequences. So.
Yeah, kind of had
moving along.
rough day.
No, go.
A lot of arguments and nothing happened, and yeah, here I am.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that sucks. Bad days always suck.
Yep. It was one of those one of those days where no matter what I did, I was always wrong. Couldn't catch a break.
Oh, so like you were married?
Well, that's exactly what I'm fucking talking about. I mean, because I am married.
Oh,
say,
yeah. Well, I knew that, but
yeah, I was like, I'm fucked if I try to help. If I'm fucked if I don't try to help. I don't know what the hell to do.
Something addicting helps. Whether it be
I don't have money
gambling,
for that shit.
smoking, liquor.
Sorry, folks. I think today just kind of broke me.
You're all right, man. Like, don't feel any. I mean, if you want to be here, you are always welcome. But don't feel any obligation to stick around if you're having a shit day. Like, I get that.
Yeah, I love the chat. I love this community. So I mean, I kind of want to be here for them, and also as
There's something we can disagree on. I hate the fucking chat. I hate every single one of them.
I never said that.
I said that. I said I hate the fucking chat.
I love it.
Fuck!
Okay. On with the
gonna keep
next
moving?
thing. Yep.
We love you, Kaiser. You bacon grease Teddy.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. Okay.
Isabel, you know I love you. Shut up. All right, chat. You heard him say all the naughty words in chat. Like you don't already, CZ? Anything naughtier, YouTube will censor it anyways, so... Oh, nope, Jonathan got one through.
Nope.
Oh, shit. Leave it to Jonathan.
You forgot one.
Holy shit. Oh, sorry.
Forgot that one. Thank you, Isabel.
Sometimes? The fuck? Zero, you know I love you too. Yeah, it's
yeah.
just...
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And just some days you get up out of bed and you're just like, why do I even fucking bother?
Yep. Yes, they do. Because I tried it on Hayden's once. The other Kaiser. Yeah, it just seems like we're just... I guess I'm just trying to brighten shit up every once in a while because it seems like we are headed in the fastest possible terms for a complete and total shit show.
Yeah, I mean, and the worst part is I try to be a ray of fucking sunshine, and I just keep failing so bad.
Well, just smile. It confuses people.
Well, I don't have my camera on, so I can't really do that.
We know you're smiling. You will eat bugs, own nothing, and be happy. Exactly, Blaster.
Ugh. And that just gives me the willies thinking about.
T. Linda, it's all the praying I'm doing for you, my meat. LOL. I need it, dear. I need it. For sure. Anyone see the CBDC stuff? JP Morgan is going ham on biometric payments. A little bit of it. That will be a different show, but yeah, I'll definitely pick up on a lot of that kind of stuff because it's USSA.
United States Socialist, whatever.
I think it's ASSU. That's where we're headed. Banana Republic. Yep. Fuck off, Aussie.
Oh, God bless you, Ozzy. You just made me smile.
There is one version of the bill.
Oh my
Text
God, it
available
already
as,
fucking has
there is
it.
one version of the bill. Text available as XML/HTML. XML/HTML, new window. TXT. PDF,
The Congress will read the whole fucking bill for you.
Formatting necessary for an accurate reading of this legislative text may be missing or may be shown by tags, for example, deleted or bold, or may be missing from TXT display. Shown here, introduced in Senate 03072023.
I'm happy.
118th Congress First Session. S. 686. To authorize the Secretary of Commerce to review and prohibit certain transactions between persons in the United States and foreign adversaries, and for other purposes. In the Senate of the United States. March 7th, 2023.
Yeah, I agree. I can't listen to that the whole fucking way.
Oh, man. I was actually fine with it. One time I find a robot voice that doesn't fuck with my ears, and nobody wants to listen to it. Like,
I'm sorry. It was terrible in my ears. So we'll find one. We'll find one. Mr. Warner for himself, Mr. Toon, Miss Baldwin, Miss Fisher, Mr. Manchin, Mr. Moron, Mr. Bennett, Mr. Sullivan, Miss Gellerbrand, Miss Collins, Mr. Heinrich, Mr. Romney, fucking Rhino, and Miss Capito. Introduced the following bill, which was read twice and referred to the Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation. They didn't read this fucking thing twice.
Oh, no. God, no.
Do you have Morgan Freeman voice? I could probably find one, but it's going to take too long.
I wish my voice mod was working because it does actually have it's called narrator voice, and it is the Morgan Freeman voice.
Huh. I
wish there was a way that I could just plug that in and let it roll.
That sounded much more like Southern Baptist preacher than.
Let's be honest, my Morgan Freeman is way out of practice.
Well, I'm gonna leave that one right there. I'm gonna leave that one alone. We're gonna.
Yeah, you better.
I'm gonna step away. Step away from it.
Walk away, meaty. Walk away.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna walk away. I can do a broadcaster voice. I don't know if it changes anything.
It sounds a little. It doesn't sound good.
What about walkie-talkie?
Oh, that's worse.
So I should use this one.
Oh God, no, man.
What about this, boys?
I mean, that wasn't as offensive to the ears, but okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the default. God damn it. Could see e-pranks to do. Morgan Freeman voice might be a good choice. He does the end of the world well. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. And welcome, Daiva?
Dava.
Dava. Thank you. I also like walkie-talkie. Honestly, do you know?
As far as I know, that it's not. I mean, it hasn't been voted on yet.
I didn't think so either, but I didn't know enough. So we're gonna go through some of it. I'm not gonna read this whole fucking bill. It's 54 pages. To authorize the Secretary of Commerce to review and prohibit certain transactions between persons in the United States and foreign adversaries, and for other purposes. Be it enacted by the Senate and the House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled. Short title, this act may be cited as the Restricting the Emergence of Securities Threats and Risk Information Communications Technology Act, or the Restrict Act. Wait, what? I feel like I missed something.
I don't think he did.
Oh, Judge Manning just made all of her streams public? Holy. Wow. Huh.
Manning? I gotta remember which one's Manning.
I don't know how to explain it. It's one that the law tubers like. You've seen it. B.A. Becker. You've intrigued Ozzy. He'll bring something up. In this act, classified national security information. The term classified national security information. Oh shit, we know what definitions. We don't give a fuck. We know what words are. Although there's sometimes some things in there that are interesting.
Yep.
Secretary in consultation with the relevant executive department and agency heads is authorized to and shall take action to identify, deter, disrupt, prevent, prohibit, investigate, or otherwise mitigate, including by negotiating, entering into, imposing, and enforcing any mitigation measure to address any risk arising from any covered transaction by any person or with respect to any property subject to the jurisdiction of the United States that the Secretary determines. The Secretary determines. Not Congress, not... No worries, take your time. Okay. Poses undue or an unacceptable risk of sabotage or subversion of the design, integrity, manufacturing, production, distribution, installation, operation, or maintenance of information and communications technology products and services in the United States. Catastrophic effects of security or resilience of the critical infrastructure or digital economy of the United States. Interfering in or altering the result or reported result of a federal election as determined in coordination with the Attorney General, the Director of National Intelligence, the Secretary of Treasury, and the FEC. So I guess we'll break them down one. Yep. So anybody who works on communications technology and services, so that could be damn near anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Catastrophic effects of security or resilience of the critical infrastructure or digital economy of the United States. So that's anybody that does something on YouTube that they don't like.
Yep.
Or that's anybody who may, I can't even think of an example, but I'm sure you guys have vivid imaginations. That's a lot of fucking people interfering in or altering the result of a reported federal election. So, like the gentleman, like the gentleman who just got 10 years for a tweet. That was kind of funny. So, or anybody who, didn't think Trump colluded with the Russians, or anybody who, anything like that, maybe had something counter about a shot. Coercive or criminal activities by a foreign adversary that are designed to undermine democratic processes. It is.
Yep.
And institutions oversteer policy and regulatory decisions in favor of the strategic objectives of a foreign adversary to the detriment of the national security of the United States, as determined in coordination with the Attorney General, DNI, Secretary of Treasury, and the FEC. So, coercive or criminal activities. So, supposedly, what's up, Waxy? Supposedly, Donald Trump committed coercive or criminal activities with a foreign adversary. So, he couldn't do business with, whoever, like, this bill is fucking madness. Yep. Otherwise possess an undue or unacceptable risk to the national security of the United States or the safety of United States persons. One, they don't give a shit about the United States persons unless they're in Congress. Two,
Yep.
poses an undue or unacceptable risk. What the hell does that mean? What's acceptable? What is acceptable?
Anything that they approve, but anything that they approve is okay. Anything that they don't approve is not okay.
Right.
But are they going to tell you exactly what those are? No. Just like YouTube's TOS.
Yep. They might be taking a page out of big tech. This is not the whole 24 or 54 pages either, because I'm scrolling and like I don't want to lose our spot, but yep. In general, not later than 180 days after the date of enactment by this act, the Secretary, in consultation with the relevant executive department and agency heads, shall review any transaction described in subsection A. So this is... Determined no later than 180 days after the date on which the Secretary initiates such a review, if the transaction poses an undue or unacceptable risk under subsection A2 and qualifies as a covered transaction, and so this is going in reverse, correct?
Seems like.
What's so fiery? Is that... I'm not reading that incorrectly, right?
No, it looks like you're reading it perfectly correct.
Like
But yeah, it
retroactive.
seemed
Yeah. Shit.
my
Wow.
brain is collapsing in on itself trying to read this.
With respect to a transaction found to pose an undue or an unacceptable risk and qualify as a covered transaction, determine whether the covered transaction should be prohibited or any other action should be taken to mitigate the efforts or the effects of the covered transaction. So they give you a... Oh, they're all private again? No, I think that'd be giving away the plot line.
Yeah. You don't want to give it all away in the trailer. At least that's what my film studies taught me.
You also don't want to give it away for free. Charge even for the first one, guys, because they might not come back.
Yep, the first weekend returns on that are not going to be very good.
I mean, this is pure fucking insanity. Pure insanity.
Yep.
Unpublished explanations. Or published explanations. Sorry, I saw the two and was reading chat and shit. If practicable and consistent with the national security and law enforcement interests of the United States. So now we're talking about domestic issues. So law enforcement interests are domestic of the United States in coordination and in cooperation with the DNI. The Secretary shall publish information in a declassified form to explain how a covered transaction that the Secretary denied or otherwise mitigated under paragraph 1 meets the criteria established under subsection A or section 4A. What is this? What is this fucking thing that you guys... Is that beers?
Yeah, it's like two beer glasses clinking together.
Well, the only
cheers.
beers I like is 3 beers. Wink.
I like beer.
3 beers is one of my favorite people. Don't tell him that. He'll get all fucking gushy and start eating crayons to celebrate. But
I thought I was your favorite. Fuck ass.
I said one of my favorite. I can have multiple favorites.
I know.
Certain administrative procedure requirements incapable. Section 553 of Title V USC shall not apply to any regulation promulgated pursuant to paragraph 1.
And Fiery Red Podcast, launch it to YouTube.
They don't make a 3 beers emoji yet. They should. Section... Oh, do you have something?
Nope.
Okay, just making sure. Section 4, addressing information and communications technology products by... Where the fuck did I get by? And services holding that pose undue or unacceptable risk. There we go. 3 beers. And boobs. From Glitter. Thanks, buddy. 3 boobs. 3 boobs.
It's like that chicken Total Recall.
Mm-hmm. In general, the Secretary shall identify and refer to the President any covered holding that the Secretary determines in consultation with the relevant executive department and agency's heads poses an undue or unacceptable risk to the national security of the United States or the security and safety of United States persons. So, I understand that secretaries are promoted by the president and you vote, blah, blah, blah. But, again, unelected bureaucrats. Unelected bureaucrats. The power is always going to unelected fucking bureaucrats.
Yep.
And I don't know why Congress wants this is the, so you get into conspiracy and you get into the bullshit. And it's like, why does Congress want to give so much of their power to the POTUS? Why? I mean, that's the part that I've never really understood.
They want to give the power to somebody else who can focus on it because they want to be on committees. Because committees are where you make the money.
So we just get rid of Congress. Fuck them. Start over.
You don't get rid of Congress. You just impose term limits, and you don't actually require them to be elected. You literally just have a lottery system.
I like a lottery system.
You have a term. It's like you have term limits, so you're required to serve minimum one, maximum of 2 terms of 2 years apiece. And guess what? It's a lottery system. So every 2 years, you might get a letter in the mail like jury duty, and it's like, congratulations, you have been officially, given a job in the Senate. You have or Congress or whatever. Fact of the matter is, your job and your pay are going to basically be taken away. You're not going to really get. Your pay is going to be dirt shit. Ain't going to be nothing. And you're going to be required to go move somewhere else. Be paid, some small stipend. Put up in some like really shitty Section 8 housing or something. Don't give them any kind of like fucking money. Just like stick them in like some really shitty like, one apartment building where that really sucks. Okay. See, here's the problem with our current government system. Our elected bureaucrats and our, Congress and all that, they're too fucking comfortable and they make money. No, no stock options. You're not allowed to make money. You're required to only serve 2 terms at maximum. And just saying, maybe require them to live in like one shitty building.
I don't like all that. I liked where you're going. I didn't like where this train ended. I
don't know. I want to make life as absolutely fucking painful for anybody who serves in the government as possible.
Okay.
Because government service should be looked on with, I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it because I have to do it.
Okay.
And again, it should be for like a limited amount of time.
I can see that.
I don't know. Not everybody's going to agree with it, but I'm kind of the mindset. I'm like, we've let these fuckers that are doing it right now get too fat and happy and, made them get too... We've let them get basically too drunk with power, and we need to rein them the fuck in. They won't do it themselves, so maybe it's about time the people did it and told them, okay, well, guess what? You've worn out your welcome. We're going to fix this shit up. We're going to make it like so we give this job to somebody who actually would treat it as a job and not somebody using it as their legacy. Because that's what they do nowadays.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the legal and prudent way to do that is hit the thumbs, people. It helps, and it will piss me off. God damn it, Taser. So.
Oh, hang on. I gotta address this real quick. Snafu says, "Pineapple, you're being too soft." Okay. Presidential elections and whatnot should be held, or should be settled by death match.
Okay.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves. That's how you get a president. Yep, I agree, Ozzy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, just watching a bunch of those old fuckers, try to fight a lion. That'd be rich.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what I was doing. Here's my ad, not a sponsor. Convention Estates. I think that they're doing great work. I am affiliated, but not speaking on their behalf or have any affiliation with this channel or any of the views or opinions of this channel. But I think they're a great organization doing great things. Reach out to your local convention estates and see how you can help. I think that's our last real shot, honestly.
Yep, I would agree.
And I think they're doing a great job, and they're mobilized. Tell them Mighty Meat sent you. They'll look at you like you're retarded, and but yeah, it will be funny, for me at least. So, no women allowed to enter the presidential job since my uterus. Well, thankfully, your uterus doesn't get to vote. Secondly, I'm not so sure that you are not. You talk awful lot like a man. Like a misogynistic man.
Hey, ladies can have ladies can have opinions too.
Ladies aren't allowed to have opinions. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I never said they should express them.
They should keep them in their mouth, like other things. Their tongue.
No, I wasn't going there. Good God, man, you sick.
I said their tongue. Oh, why? This is funny any way it goes. Like, literally. Here's Convention of States website. Check them out. Term limits ensure shit gets done. It's the problem we have in the sense here. 6-year terms with half rotating out every 3 years. They get too comfy and fat off taxpayer funds and don't do the job.
Yep. I think there should be. I mean, if you really want to make it so that way that we keep people from getting any kind of getting fat off the government dole. I mean, if anything, probably should just any government stipend that they would get from taking off from their job, their regular job, and going to work for the government. They don't make $1 more. In fact, make them take a pay cut.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that at some point we have to have some kind of regularly, if we're going to continue this fucking train, and I'm not so sure that we're going to. I think that we need to have a regularly scheduled convention of states type thing set up so there can be oversight from everyday assholes like myself to politicians. If the people don't want to pay them, well, that's the other thing. So if you don't pay them, and so they already do it, so Pfizer comes in and says, oh, we want to do this experimental candy. You thought I was going there. We want to do this experimental bubblegum that we want everybody to take. We want everybody to take it and put it in their mouth. And
hypothetically, they're getting into the food business. Let's just say that.
Right, bubblegum. Right, yeah, bubblegum. So they want everybody to chew their bubblegum. So if you're not paying these people, if you're not paying congressmen, then they're going to find the right ones that can encourage the rest of the Congress people to vote for Pfizer making all the bubble gum. And they're going to pay them off, and it's going to be significantly cheaper because they're going to take very little money because they're not making shit. So the price would actually go down, and I think you'd get more of shitty businesses getting in the way of things. Do you see my point on it?
Yep, kind of.
And when you're talking about legacy, if you win the I have to be a congressman lottery, and you come from nothing and your family has nothing, and they offer you 250 grand, then you're like, oh shit. Like, why the fuck wouldn't I? You know?
No. That's what I said. They should actually, anybody taking a job in the government should be required to take a pay cut from whatever they're making right now.
Okay.
I want to make life as painful as possible for these assholes.
Right. But with that, I just think that it leaves it open to people that are really want to get into the bubblegum game, and makes it pretty cheap for them.
X-Comer, I like the way you think. Yeah. But, like, we need to make sure it's the actual minimum wage and not that arbitrary minimum wage bullshit.
You mean fight for $15,000 an hour?
You know what the minimum wage was when I got my first job? $6.25 an hour.
Tweety.
Oh, God, I love you, Tweety. That's great.
That's what I'm saying. That's the issue, because then you're absolutely open to corruption. Yep. No, this country is failing, and that's not hyperbole. We're falling quickly. I told you I couldn't put that in my YouTube title the other day when I did Biden bullshit and America failing or falling. I think I did America falling, and it would not let me post America falling. So in 1942.
No, that would have been minimum wage in late 90s, early 2000s.
Huh. Okay. Over 1 million gotaways. Shit. Alright. Let's get back to this. The secretary... Where the hell did we go? Oh. Procedure, review, and referral. The secretary shall, by regulation, establish procedures in which the secretary, in consultation with the relevant executive department and agency head, shall conduct interviews of holdings to determine if such a holdings constitutes covered holdings that pose an undue or unacceptable risk under subsection A, and refer to the present covered holdings that are determined under subsection A to pose an undue and unacceptable risk. So they're paying people to find people to punish for this. Got it. Referrals prior to the establishment of regulations at any time preceding the issuance of regulations or establishment of procedures under subparagraph 1. The secretary may identify and refer to the president a holding determined to be covered holding under subsection A for action by the president pursuant to subsection C, if the secretary, in the sole and unreviewable discretion of the secretary, determines that such referral would be in the interest of national security. Administrative procedure requirements inapplicable. Subchapter 2 of Chapter 5 and 7 of 5 USC shall not apply to any referral by the Secretary of the President of a covered holding. Here we go. Action by a president. The president.
So the
In
only
general.
action he's getting right now is with that chocolate ice cream or with somebody's kid unattended.
Allegedly. In general, subject to Section 13, with respect to any covered holding referred to the president under subsection A, if the president determines that the covered holding possesses an undue or unacceptable risk to the national security, I just stabbed myself, of the United States, or the security and safety under the United States persons, the president may take such action as president considers appropriate to compel divestment of or otherwise mitigate the associated risk with such covered holding to the full extent the covered holding is subject to the jurisdiction of the United States with respect to... I really did. I just dropped my knife because I was playing with it. God damn it, that hurt.
We shouldn't do that. It hurts.
I know. I found that out just a second ago. The United States operations, assets, or property of the entity in which the covered holding is held, or any other products or services owned, controlled, developed, designed, manufactured, or supplied by the entity are used in the United States. So anything. I don't know what that fucking Alex is saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pure blood, baby. Any tangible or intangible asset, wherever located, are used to support or enable the use of the product or software of the entity in the United States, and any data obtained or derived from use of the product or software of the entity in the United States. So that's everything. And there you are, but what am I? Oh, I know, baby, but that's our secret. Non-delegable authority. Respect my non-delegable authority. The authority to compel divestment of a covered holding under paragraph 1 may only be exercised by the president and may not be delegated to any other individual except, there's always a fucking except, as described in paragraph 4. Announcement. If the president determines that action is required pursuant to paragraph 1, the president shall announce the decision no later than 30 days after the date on which the secretary refers to the covered holding to the president pursuant to subsection A. 4. Enforcement of divestment. The president may direct the Attorney General to seek appropriate relief, including divestment relief, in the district courts of the United States in order to implement and enforce this subsection. Considerations. Priority information and communications technology areas in carrying out sections 3 and 4. The Secretary shall prioritize the evaluation of information and communications technology products or services used by a party to a covered transaction in a sector designed as critical infrastructure in Policy Directive 21. A software, hardware, or any other product or service integral to telecommunications products and services, including all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Exactly. So it's all you jerk me, I jerk you. And some would call it a circle jerk. My first job was €25 or pounds. It's probably pounds a week for 40 hours. Jesus Christ. Where'd you work in? Fucking prison? Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder what the reasoning on that one is.
Because they're about to do mass layoffs because they're not hitting their targets.
Yeah, I was like, well, it seems like a lot of companies right now are doing mass layoffs. I mean, Disney's laying off like 7,000 workers. Facebook has been letting go of like workers by the tens of thousands.
Well, now's as good a time as any. I'm also hurting and going to lay off workers. I'm going to start with, I have 2 workers. One of them is Belandris. I'm sorry. Pack your bags. Don't wait for your last check. And the other one was Kaiser. So goodbye to Kaiser. Thanks. Please accept this.
You don't pay me anyway, asshole.
as a parting gift. Oh, bullshit. But Potato Biden told me this is the best recovery ever.
It's only the best recovery ever if you completely ignore everything that's going on and actually don't look at the numbers, because the numbers are scary, guys.
Every other recovery has been the best recovery ever. Let's just
Jimmy Carter's recovery was better than this one.
let's just take a second and remember a great hero of America.
This is a movement like we've never seen in the history of our country.
Wisconsin is Trump country.
And that's what this fight is all about. We're taking on the failed political establishment and restoring government of, by, and for the people. It's the people. You're the people. You won the election.
We love this country. We love Donald Trump.
Promises made, promises kept. We support President Trump.
This is epic.
Donald Trump is our president! With every last ounce of heart and hope and sweat and soul, we are going to make our stand. We are going to stand for liberty. We are going to stand for justice. We are going to stand for freedom. And we are going to stand for the sacred rights given to us by the hand of Almighty God. You joined our movement, the greatest movement in the history of our country. You protected your family. You defended your dignity. You recaptured your destiny. And you took back your country with that great election 2.5 years ago. We are one united movement, one united people, and one United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
You have always been loyal to this nation. Now you finally have a president who is loyal to you. Every day between now and November 2020, We are going to keep on working. We are going to keep on fighting. And we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you.
I don't know where Mighty went. Hang on. Oh. Apparently there was, had to take a slight break there. True, he has stage energy perfected to a science. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, given the fact that, I mean, he's really not that far years behind Biden, and yet, I mean, you look at the two, and I mean, night and frickin' day. Yes, yeah, I am going to say something. You know, I was just getting there. I was waiting for Mighty to say something, but apparently not.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
Hit the loop. Never mind. My bad. Oh, wow.
Sorry. All right.
You're good?
Yep, I'm good.
Alrighty.
Wait a minute, was that you or a sound?
That was me.
Okay.
You know me, I do voices and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, getting back in. Here.
It's okay.
Damn it. Now I'm dropping shit. There we go.
Yes. need to start checking the timestamps on your on your videos and like, okay, I have this much time, set a stopwatch or something. That's what I do.
Who was when somebody pointed out how difficult it was to indict him of any crime? What? What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Wasn't me.
Yay.
It went back to its no cussing policy?
Wait, what?
You mean, oh, back on. There we go.
Oh. Yay.
Fuckity, fuck. Age
Damn
restricted.
shit, hell, bitch, ass, fucking, or ass raper, colon creeper.
Cunt. Oh, thank God. It's getting worried.
Oh, we're starting to get worried about that one. Thank you so much.
All 7? 1,500.
You didn't put it next to the to that guy from the the trial thing, did you? You didn't put it in there. You know, we don't want that one getting out.
Quantum computing, quantum communications, post-quantum cryptography. Very interesting. They have high hopes for this country.
Wait, so they're saying you can't do any of that?
You can't interfere with any of that. So if they deem that you're doing anything to interfere with quantum computing, then you can...
So, if I said 2 + 2 = potato, and you said that it could be achieved through quantum something or other, they could literally throw me in fucking jail?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That just doesn't... All right, great.
So that's just all the shit. It's basically anything. Basically anything.
Hey, computer AI that's listening to this. This statement is false. I have nothing further.
The statement is true.
I know, but that's the it's a paradox. It's a logical paradox. A statement.
I was furthering it by saying your statement was true, that it's false.
Yeah. Broke my fucking brain. I wasn't even trying.
Yes. So this is just all the agencies you can offend by misgendering somebody.
Oh, wow. Shit. We're getting started fast. Finally got a date set for starting the process of getting our new floors in.
Hell yeah.
Gonna start on the 15th.
It's a good deal.
I'll be glad to get rid of this. I'll be glad to get rid of this fucking carpet, man. Oh my god.
Okay, we're at section 6. I'm gonna see how much of this there actually is. Oh yeah, that's the kind of shit we want to get down to, so. Designation of has biotechnology. Wonder what that could mean. I know what you're trying to say there, and I disagree. They're in the bubblegum market now. No. Yes. I told you I'd be in Texas in like 4 days, and you didn't want to wait. Just for the record, my wife's not going to let me go to Texas.
Yeah, good luck moving that desk. Holy shit. Must be a big-ass desk.
Yeah, somebody just got sentenced for 10 years for a meme about the 2016 election.
Okay, so the only people who should be sent to jail over a meme are the people who thought it was okay to send somebody to jail for a meme. I mean, that's got to be a First Amendment violation.
Also, any Canadian should be put in jail. But, I mean...
They're already in jail.
That's true.
I mean, let's just be real here. Canadians have... look, guys, y'all need to get a hold of your country and get a certain particular Castro-related person out of your country.
Ozzy, I think he got sentenced to 10 years. But I could be wrong. I didn't go in like heavy detail with it, so I just read the headline.
Jonathan, I don't think it's a good idea cutting down maple trees in protest of Canada, because I still want to make my my own maple syrup that doesn't come from Canada, and they're I want actual like my own like maple syrup, okay, like made in America.
Okay, so this is just them talking about how they're going to vote on it, and I don't really give a shit. So
no,
we'll go to the implementing authorities is fucking anybody, so we can skip that one. Information. This is just how they're going to deal with it. I want to get to the Here we go. Enforcement and penalties, and trying to see if there's any. Yeah, that looks like about it. Well, yeah. So we'll just go through 10 and 11, and then I was going to do a relatively shorter stream at this evening, but try and get 2.5 hours and be close. But okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Enforcement investigations in general. The President shall rely on, including by delegation, the Secretary and the heads of other federal agencies as appropriate to conduct investigations of violations of any authorization, order, mitigation measure, regulation, or prohibition issued under this act. Actions by designees in conducting investigations described in paragraph 1, designated officers or employees of federal agencies. Described that paragraph may, to the extent necessary or appropriate to enforce this act, exercise such authority as is conferred upon them by any other federal law, subject to policies and procedures approved by the Attorney General. Permitted activities. You've got a guy, what? Oh.
Yeah, he's asking, Fiery Rib was asking about, like, I need maple syrup, like, in the States. I'm like, I've got a guy. Like, yeah, somebody that makes syrup. I got the hookup on, like, actual, like, real maple syrup, like, no junk in it. It's just maple syrup, and that's it.
I love me some maple and maple syrup.
Oh, and if you haven't had authentic, just straight up maple syrup, oh my God.
I have. It's fantastic. So permitted activities. Officers and employees of agencies authorized to conduct investigations under subsection A may inspect, search, detain, seize, or impose temporary denial orders with respect to items in any form or conveyances on which it's believed that there are items that have been, are being, or about to be imported into the United States in violation of this act or any other applicable federal law. Jude, I can't really do bigger because it's on Congress's website. So I'm kind of stuck with that.
You can't do Control Plus or Control, like,
No.
and then the up wheel? Oh, okay.
Nope, I tried because I also would like it wouldn't. It's on Congress, so require, inspect, and obtain books, records, and any other information from any person subject to the provisions of this act or other applicable federal law. Administer oaths or affirmations, and by subpoena require any person to appear and testify, or to appear and produce books, records, and other writings, or both, and God damn it, Ozzy.
Don't trust China. China is asshole.
So is our Congress. Administer oaths or affirmations by and subpoena require any person to appear and testify. Oh, I already said that. Shit. Obtain court orders and issue legal processes to the extent authorized under chapters 119, 121, and 206 of Title 18 USC and any other applicable federal law. Enforcement by subpoena, they're going to just fucking say the same shit. So let's get to penalties. Penalties. Unlawful acts. I'm going to ask you an unlawful question. In general.
Okay.
Shut up, Kaiser. It shall be unlawful for a person to violate, attempt to violate, conspire to violate, or cause violation of any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or other authorization and directive issued under this act, including any of the unlawful acts described in paragraph 2. Specific unlawful acts. Great, we're getting specific. The unlawful acts described in this paragraph are the following. No person may engage in any conduct prohibited by or contrary to or refrain from engaging in any conduct required by any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or other authorization or directive issued under this act. Ozzy, can you translate that? Liberal Congress eats as. Look at Pelosi's teeth. Gross visual.
Yeah. Look at her teeth. She could probably make keys.
Gross. If you just say Pelosi, it's a gross image. No person may cause or aid, abet, counsel, command, induce, procure, permit, or approve the doing of any act prohibited by law or the omission of any act required by any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or other authorization or directive issued under this act. No person may solicit or attempt a violation of any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or authorization or directive issued under this act. Blandress, stop. No person may conspire or act in concert with one or more person in any manner for any purpose to bring about or to do any act that constitutes a violation of any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or other authorization or directive issued under this act. No person may, whether directly or indirectly, through any other person, make any false or misleading representation, statement, or certification, or falsely falsify or conceal any material fact to the Department of Commerce or any official of any other executive department or agency. In the course of an investigation or other action subject to this act or any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or other authorization or directive issued thereunder. Yep. In connection with preparation, submission, issuance, or maintenance of any report filed or required to be filed pursuant to this act or any regulation, order, direction, mitigation, measure, prohibition, or other authorization or directive issued thereunder. Jesus Christ. No person may engage in any transaction or fuck this. You can't do shit. They're gonna screw you no matter what. This is just do we have to... Alright, here's what I want. Civil penalties. The Secretary may impose the following civil penalties on a person for each violation by that person of this act or any regulation, order, direction, mitigation measure, prohibition, or other authorization issued under this act. A fine of not more than $250,000 or amount that is twice the value of the transaction that is the basis of the violation with respect to which the penalty is imposed, whichever is greater. Revocation of any mitigation measure or authorization issued under this act to the person. Criminal penalties. Here we go. A person who willfully attempts to commit, or willfully conspires to commit, or aids or abets an aggression of an unlawful act as described in subsection A shall upon conviction be fined not more than $1 million. Holy shit. Or if a natural person may be imprisoned for not more than 20 years, or both.
Jeez.
I just read the in general. I just read it. Civil forfeiture. One of our favorite things. 20 years. A fucking 20 years.
20 years for having a VPN. Are you kidding me?
20 years. Everybody in this chat, I guarantee, has broken this law. Allegedly, and I haven't broken that law because I'm not about to go to prison for 20 years. And nothing we say constitutes advice in any way. We are for jokes and entertainment only.
And it just kind of blows my mind. I'm like, how can they legitimately... how can they think that is actually okay to even try? Because let's be honest here. I mean, how many companies out there have offer VPN services? I mean, there's got to be some kind of legal or civil action that they can take, in regards to that, to basically say, hey, I mean, this is a major constitutional issue.
Snafu is committing a crime. I know where he works, FBI. I will flip. I will flip. I know where he works. I know where he lives. I know what his name is. I will flip. I will flip so quick. Snafu is breaking the law.
Breaking the law.
I'll give you one. But you obviously weren't paying attention.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's why I said it's bullshit. This isn't anything to do with TikTok.
Right.
This doesn't even ban TikTok, for fuck's sake. This just imprisons you for 20 years if you happen to use TikTok. There would have to be a subsequent bill to fucking ban TikTok. LGB. FJB. FJT. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Justin Trudeau. VPN services, and there's a type of internet service that is a VPN service for every carrier. Yep. It doesn't matter what you're fucking using. It matters that you just committed a crime because this is retroactive. If it passes, you have committed a crime because they have retroactive authority and you're using a VPN.
I don't see how they expect this to actually go through. I mean, there's got to be so many like legal issues to like hoops to jump through on this. I mean, what the hell?
Isabel, that means if someone wants to stalk you, they'll be able, if you're law-abiding. That's exactly the purpose, and it makes my job a hell of a lot easier, and I will finally figure it out. Try. That's it.
FBI, open up.
FBI, open up!
That meme is probably a violation.
What isn't a violation anymore?
Who let the dogs out? Fiery Red did.
Woof, 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 woof.
Yep. I don't ban anything like TikTok. What the fuck are you talking about? What? How does it help that statement? How does it like that?
I think we're officially like past the point of no return for this show, dude. We've gone over our skis. We're out.
I mean, this is just so. Oh, so many times, and I'm not in the USA. Well, you have to pay $1 million then every time.
Hey guys, Cliff Notes version. This bill sucks, and you should call your representatives and tell them it's stupid, and tell them to vote against it.
That's what I'm getting.
Okay.
Guys. So we have.
The show should have been an email.
So we have civil and criminal forfeiture. We know what that means already. They're going to take your shit. I don't know whose inmate is. Yep. They'll go after people that maybe like Donald Trump, or maybe, like Ron DeSantis next, or like me.
As long as I get your subscribers.
Snafu, I cannot figure you out ever. It doesn't ban anything like TikTok. Oh, thank you for translating, Tweety. You know how Ricada talks about his ADA guy? Snafu's mine, so. Judicial review. It means you're going to get fucked by the government and can't do anything about it. I mean, transition. I have to transition too? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, see, Jonathan is here voluntarily, but Snafu is my assigned. They're going to reduce Paperwork Reduction Act. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Fiery. That's, Snafu is mine, buddy. Severability. If any provision of this act or application of such provision to any person or circumstances is held to be invalid, the remainder of this act and the application of the remaining provisions of this act to any person or circumstance shall not be affected. There are authorized to be appropriated such sums as may be necessary to carry out this act. So they get unlimited money to make this shit work. So they didn't even tell how much it was going to cost. A shit ton.
Yep.
I don't know what to tell you guys. This is terrifying. I don't think Susie's here anymore. I think he left us. Senator Mike Warner should be impeached for violating the Constitution. And all these assholes. See, I say it and he appears. He's such a good little pet monkey. Comer, who wrote it, was this guy. Shit, where did he go? These are the co-signers of the bill, so. And I haven't, it's really hard to find the dark money in politics. I've tried before. It's usually a fucking losing battle. But there doesn't seem to be much behind this one. I think this is just government overreach and government power. I don't think that it's who are protected. We aren't anymore.
Glitter says a lot of them need to be tarred and feathered.
No,
I'd like to see that.
Oh, I thought you were going further. That would be
No.
bad.
I say, I'd like to see a lot of our elected representatives tarred and feathered. Also, I think caning should be brought back.
Did you say canining?
Caning.
Oh.
They take a really big stick and they whack you with it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know. If anybody has any, this is a dangerous bill, and I don't need to tell you guys that, but this gets scary. This is scary. I saw that same video.
I always kind of love the story of that kid in the 90s that went to Singapore and just started doing graffiti on the walls in Singapore, not really knowing what the laws in Singapore are. And yeah, so they gave him 40 lashes with a cane. For that. Singapore does not mess around. Yeah, they literally caned him and then threw him on a plane and basically and sent him back saying, "Yeah, get the fuck out of our country. We don't want you here anymore." And he went on a list. He's permanently banned from entering the country.
Wow.
Yeah. If you go to Singapore and you have drugs in your system or in your baggage at all, the punishment is immediate execution.
Damn.
Yeah. Singapore don't mess around. You bring drugs into their country or have it in your system, the sentence is death.
Huh.
All it takes is a blood test, and that's it. Boom, done.
Wow. That's fucked up. But
effective.
I mean, yeah, effective, but real fucked up. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay. This is just... I'm fucking terrified. I'm terrified what our government's doing. And I'm terrified of how uninformed people are, because this is the shit that if this one doesn't pass, they'll just make it more obscure and hide it in something else, and we'll never know. Like, this is their plan. This is how it's gonna get, you know. It's like, who the hell is gonna comply anyways? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be selective. It's gonna kind of be like a president getting indicted for a fucking crime that nobody gets indicted for or charged or anything. I don't know, man. All right. Do you have any... Yeah, Nazi States of America now. Do you have anything to add, my friend, or...
I think we have hit this topic as hard as we can. Honestly, I mean, this bill is bad, and you need to call your representatives and you need to tell them, hey, do not say, anything in approval or whatnot of this bill. Get it out. We don't want it. But I mean, there's not much else to say besides that. This is bad. We thought the Patriot Act was bad, and the Patriot Act was bad. This is worse. This is worse on a scale that we have never seen before. So do something about it. Stop complaining and actually call those reps and do your job as a citizen. I mean, enough of us, say something about it. It can change their minds. They might have to actually realize that they have to go with the will of their constituency. I know it's difficult, but it has happened, and it does happen. So, just,
Yeah,
stop complaining and actually do something about it.
I like complaining, motherfucker. You opened the show with an hour of complaining, and I can't complain for 5 minutes?
Well, you can complain. That's fine. It's your God-given First Amendment right to do so. I'm just saying, before you complain, do something about it. How's that? A little bit better worded for you?
I can't say what I want to do. If your government is abusing you, staying and hoping it gets better is not a solution. I agree, but it just seems, I don't know. Yep. We can't even fucking have this conversation on YouTube right now, because then we'll get fucked in the earlobes. Come on, Isabel, anytime you want, we'll talk about it. Is that the Canadian bill that's the same bullshit? Reach out to me on just about anywhere. I'll fuck it. I'll go over it with you. We'll talk about it. And my apologies for not covering this sooner. There are certain topics I want to fucking avoid like the plague, because I mean, what we're doing is what I'm doing right now is in violation of this potentially retroactive fucking bill So,
Yeah.
like,
if you enjoy the commentary from your favorite Mighty Meat and Kaiser Pineapple, then oppose this fucking bill.
I actually don't Xcomer. All right. Actually, yeah. I don't even know if I can. It does. It does. Oh, shit. That's what we can watch. Give me a second. Oh, fuck. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Give me a second.
What are you doing?
Okay. So, this is funny to me because I think this illustrates the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Have you guys seen this commercial yet? This commercial is fucking retarded. And then we'll watch Polanders' maybe. I saw that too.
Oh, Jesus.
But Salty did that, so. Okay, so what the fuck? How is this a fucking commercial? How is this a commercial?
You don't have it on screen, you know that, right?
Oh. How is this commercial? Well, I was going to play it, but how is this commercial? 1. And 2, what the fuck, Bud Light? This is an American institution that fucking Budweiser Brewing Company in St. Louis, Missouri. This is fucking Americana at its finest. And now we're watching a fucking, I can't say it, in a bathtub drink fucking Bud Light.
This right here is what I call the quickest way to alienate your actual fan base in 30 seconds or less.
Yes, this is the one that was at the White House, took a plane with Biden, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, watch this fucking commercial. I had to.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes.
No, Belandris, I'm not watching that shit.
We thank you for your patience.
This is
Sorry, are you
creepy
still
as
there? Yes. Okay, please hold.
No, I can't, Jonathan, because I can't. Like, what the fuck? How is that a fucking advertisement, for 1? And for 2, what the fuck, Budweiser?
I love the way they put this here. So-and-so is the new face of Bud Light. I guess Bud Light does another customer base. Yep.
X-Comer.
Oh, X-Comer.
How is that a fucking advertisement, 1? And 2. I finally agree with you on something. Holy shit. It only took 6-7 months.
Thank God I've
that's,
been homebrewing.
That's Dylan Mulvaney, and it's day 367 of Girlhood. Fucking stupid bitch. Dylan, not you,
Congratulations,
Cornpo.
everybody. I say, ladies, congratulations. Feminism is now so amazing that men are better women than women.
Dylan Mulvaney is a dumb bitch. There. I didn't misgender you. 'Cause that
Ugly as
would be a
hell,
hate
too.
crime. She ugly. Bitch, she ugly. Advert for every other beer. Exactly. Is Bud Light Dylan Mulvaney's bathwater? It could be. Could be.
Again, you just look into the eyes and you could just tell, psycho.
She's had the he, she, it, they, them. There, I covered them all. Has had all the surgeries, though. Try not to get canceled, Corn Pope. That's not a kid. That's he is Dylan Mulvaney. Snafu's not into Dylan, and Snafu is a resident trans expert as well, so he's not into it.
Can I show something?
Well, I'll cancel you, but I don't want to get canceled. I know why is everybody yelling at me? I agree. I just don't want the YouTubes to be okay. He Dylan Mulvaney is a man. Are you happy now? Are you happy? Now I'm fucking canceled. They're coming to take me to jail. What do you
Mind
want?
if I share something real quick?
Yeah. Why?
It's just a quick little image.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's just be real here.
Go for it, Jonathan.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
No, what?
I was trying to take it off the screen and I ended up doing that. Sorry.
We got some comic relief sent in, so watch this and then then get out of here. So.
Yay, fainting goats.
Copper, you're stuck. Are you okay? Stop it, you look like you're dead.
Do it. That's racist, Snafu. That's very racist. That's what I look like. Are we watching soccer? I mean, football? No.
Oh, no. Seriously, I would open a farm just so people could come in and scream at goats. You know. Just, and all of a sudden, the goat falls over. There, that'll be $5. I wouldn't actually do that, but I think it'd be funny.
Okay. Oh, when he went down.
I don't know. That's what I was just thinking too, Barbara. I don't know anything about him. Oh, that was a dick move.
One fainted baby. So excited for going outside. 2 fainted babies. Uh-oh, come on, guys. Get up. Get up. You can do it. Piggy! Almost.
That was a little delayed.
Yeah, blum.
The meat is questionable, in your opinion, Glitter? Okay.
Stiff. I just stay stiff.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine doing like the snake in a can thing where they go, like, oh, they're gonna like come up to you and get some food, all of a sudden the thing jumps out and they just fall over right there.
It's just.
Oh wait, we are watching soccer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it on the terrible Restrict Act.
Yep.
Encourage everybody to oppose this bill. And hopefully somebody has enough balls to make this where it doesn't pass.
We can only hope.
It's just been brought to my attention too that Steven Crowder now has 3 strikes across both channels. So they're trying to get rid of him as well. So fantastic, Bob. Make sure that you call all of them, all your congressional leaders.
Yep.
Senators, congressmen. Yeah, this is trouble. Yeah. So we need to We need to definitely fight back on this one in lawful, meaningful. Again, Tweety. Crowder has more strikes because why? Because he's taking on this delusional transgender. He got hit for the 13-year-old transgender drag show. So, his lawyers can deal with it, and I agree he's not hurting, but he's when they finally take people down like that, they come for me, and they come for people. Like it will take some time. I'm still a little dude, but eventually, this shit and these policies come for me, and they come for other people in our community.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm afraid of. So, yes.
I will say, yeah, his lawyers can deal with it, but they shouldn't have to be doing it in the first place.
100% agree.
Yeah.
And this is where we're at. This is where we're at. So we'll do our damn best to keep pushing back on this bullshit. Glitter, I'm gonna dime you out. Like if they come for me, I'm diming you. I'm diming Snafu. I'm diming Kaiser, Aussie, Sleazy. Like I will fucking sing like a bird.
Well,
fuck the trans Jengas. Sorry, Kaiser, you had something?
No, I was just for whenever we're done with the show and everything. I just had a little final thing about tomorrow's stream.
Oh, go for it. Yep, I was good.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and get it pulled up here. So, folks, we know that things have been kind of crap lately. We know that all in all, the news has been shit. Everybody's tired. Everybody's put out. Everybody's just really exhausted with the constant on and on droning and the humdrum day-to-day of all of everything. And let's face it, the news has been harsh, and it's been difficult, and it's been really hard to listen to. So Mighty and I had an idea last week. We kind of kicked it around a little bit and decided, you know what, maybe we should go ahead and do something, put our money where our mouth is, so to speak, and come up with an idea for a show that we can take a little bit of the stress off, ease into the week, starting on Mondays, and then, of course, ending with, the usual Friday show. And so we came up with this idea. So tomorrow, starting at 8:30 Eastern, on our usual start time, I will go ahead and put the stream up and everything on my end. So we'll get that going. But tomorrow, we're going to start our new show, The Palate Cleanser, with Meaty and Kaiser, because life needs less bullshit. So, new Monday show, everybody. You have anything to add to that?
No, I'm typing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I was hoping you'd go like 10 seconds longer. All right, there we go.
Yeah. So essentially the idea is that we're just going to do kind of a more fun show with silly and goofy news from around the internet and everything. Just try and do something that's a little bit more laid back and, less crap with all the current news and everything.
It's hard. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I just came back, so it's hard to remember that sometime, but I appreciate it, Corn Pope. Pope is famous.
Well,
Pope's
yeah,
my
we all
favorite.
knew that.
Yeah, I mean, we could try that. All right. So that's all we have for you, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. Write your congressman. Right?
Yep.
Or call them. Do whatever. And then, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. We're moving in the right direction again, ish. So yeah, hell yeah, we are. So we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. So hit that sub, and yeah, we'll see you for Palate Cleanser tomorrow. Have a great night. Hope it was a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Gonna play out with Hottie to Die.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. We love you.
Done being lazy and getting back to it again. So, all right. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.